Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on Capnclydes MTG. Big news today. One of the 50th anniversary AD&D Dungeons and Dragons has been leaked, spoiled, call it what you will, released into the world, into its wilds, and we're here to talk about it. So before we get started, don't forget, comment, like, subscribe. We get to 2K, we're going to have a giveaway. Buttons off in the right-hand corner down there. Just right about here, right about here, right about here. Just touch it. Touch it. Anyway, don't forget links in the description. I have posted almost all of them, my Bloomburrow cards on eBay. The rest will go up when the month shifts over and I get some more listings to make because it's expensive to list and shit. Let me tell you what. So, without further ado, though, let's get into it. It is time for Dungeons & Dragons Secret Lair. We're going to start off with Fell the Mighty. So this is 1 white and 4. Destroy all creatures with power greater than target creature's power. You can see there, it tells you where the art came from. Dungeons & Dragons Supplement 1, Greyhawk 1975. So every one of these cards is a reprint, but it will have art from D&D. From across the generations of several different iterations of D&D, and I believe there's 6 to 7 cards. I'll count as we go because I'm bad at math. But anyway, so probably not the greatest card for a reprint. Fell the Mighty was just reprinted, I believe, in Bloomburrow or Modern Horizons, one of the two. But the art, tugs on the heartstrings. This is the nostalgia we've all been looking for. And if you're not looking for it, then don't buy the shit so I can get one. Anyway, so yeah, love it, love it, love it. Moving on. So that's card number 1. Card number 2, we have Asarak the Archlich. So this was black and 2 for a 5/5 zombie wizard. When he enters, if you haven't completed Tomb of Annihilation, return to his owner's hand and venture into the dungeon. Whenever he attacks, for each opponent, you create a 2/2 black zombie creature token unless that player sacrifices a creature. This was actually kind of funny. In the D&D set that first came out, not Baldur's Gate, but the other one, just the regular D&D set for Magic, this particular art, though, is, as you can see, from the Dungeon Master Guide for 5th edition, which, funny enough, is actually him. So that's kind of cool, I'm not going to lie. Not that the guy who drew him for Magic wasn't doing a good job, but I honestly would have been fine if they had just done this in the Dungeons & Dragons set with a lot of their cards. You know, people can complain and gripe and whine about, I want new art. You know, this is what I want. If that set came out with those kind of art cards like this in the set, it would have done so much better. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's going to do better as it gets older. It's just a matter of time. And also, it might have overcome some people's fear of dice rolling and how people don't like it. I know it randomizes the game and yada, yada, yada. But sometimes you're playing for fun, and fun is dice. Because no good story ever started with, well, a lot of good stories started with I rolled a 20, but a lot of better ones started with I rolled a 1. Let me tell you what. Anyway. All right, card number 2. Card number 3, we move on. We got this beauty. This is Ponder. Hello, Nurse. 1 blue sorcerer. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put them back in any order, draw a card. Dungeon Master's Guide from 4th edition, 2008. I don't remember this cover, but man, does it look good. Oh, just, man, this is sweet. The art, Wayne Reynolds, I guess, is the one who drew this. Wayne, my boy, where you been, my life? Like, get out there, draw some stuff, tell the world, you got some skills. Plus, this is also a great card. Like, everybody plays this. And I don't know how you don't play this card with this kind of art and this kind of power level. Like, holy cow, this thing's amazing. So, yeah, Ponder. There we go. All right, moving on, we have the next card. We have the actual monster manual. The sweetest thing about this card's got kind of popular in some of the older formats. especially Commander because of what it does. Green and 3, to lay it as an artifact for green and 1, you may put a creature card from your hand on the battlefield. Pretty busted. For a green and 2, you can mill 5 cards, return a creature card milled this way to your hand. Not bad to start with. This is the Monster Manual 3rd edition from 2000. I have this book. I always thought this cover was really cool. Not a big 3rd edition fan, to be fair. I'm more of a 2nd edition kind of guy. We'll just put that out there. But love the art on this, and to see it on a little card like this is just going to be cool. Just so cool. It looks weird to be in a green card because the book's not close to green, but who cares at this point? I'm just so stoked that we get to see this. And again, a lot of these cards you're going to see in this set are probably going to come from the Dungeons & Dragons set, and I am okay with that. If you're not, again, don't buy it. Leave some for the rest of us. Anyway. So moving on, next we have card number 5, Reality Shift. 1 blue and 1 instant. Exile target creature. Its controller manifests top card of the library. The Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Dungeon Master Guide 2nd edition. This is my jam. I've got so many copies of this book. Well, probably 4. But like I said, I'm a 2nd edition guy. I grew up with 1st edition, rolled into 2nd. 2nd I thought was great. Really found a home for it, and I love it. And I cannot stress enough how nostalgic this art is for me. It really reminds me of hanging out with my friends playing D&D when I was little. Well, when I was younger. I've always been little. Anyway, round by the pound. Yeah, this card's amazing. And Reality Shift's actually a pretty decent card. It's seen a lot of uptick here lately in the market from several different decks playing it for several different reasons. So it's a good include, and I think the art is amazing. Yes, thank you, nurse. So, moving on, now we're already at 5 cards. Now we're at card number 6. We have Goldspan Dragon. So this bad boy, 2 red and 3 for the 4/4 flying haster. Whenever he attacks or becomes target of a spell, you get a treasure token. Treasures tap and sack for 2 mana instead of 1. Dungeons & Dragons Set 1, Basic Rules, Red Box, 1983. And if you don't remember this picture, you need to Google and go find you a red box. I have one of these red boxes. I remember back in the day when Red Box 1st edition Basic Rules, the humdrum of D&D, if you will, bland, vanilla, you name it. This is the bear of bears for Magic as far as the set rules. But it really got me into 2nd edition and the rest of the role-playing world. And I love the art. I thought it was good then. I think it's good now. The dragon does look a little goofy. I'll give you that. But the rest of it's great. And honestly, the dragon is not that goofy. I've seen goofier. Have you seen what Disney does lately? For the love of God. So, yeah. Definitely down with this card. And if Goldspan Dragon sees play, it's worth something. All right, we have card number 7. Faithless Looting. 1 red sorcery, draw 2, discard 2, flashback for red and 3. Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, Player's Handbook, 1978. Do I have a copy? Take a guess. Yes, I do. Matter of fact, I have a copy because when this came out was when I was born. So there. This was the year I graced the world with my presence. Or escape from hell. Take your pick. So, but yeah, I always love this art. I thought it was great. And to be fair, you don't normally get to see the rest of it down here. Normally, most of the book you see is this top part. These guys trying to pop out dudes' eyeballs because they're giant gems. So this is a real treat to see the whole art. Wow. Just this really brings me back. It's a beautiful looking card. I can't say enough how much I like this. Like it. So, moving on. Let's see if we've got another one or not. I don't remember. Oh, we don't. Darn it. This Secret Layer's only got 7 cards in it. Holy cow. 7 cards in a Secret Layer. All right, first off, we're used to getting 4, 5, 6 on a good day. Probably 6 with a bonus. We're getting 7 cards, and we'll probably still get a bonus card. This is going to be one of the sweetest Secret Layers for Dungeons & Dragons and Secret Layer just in general. If this is coming out for $29.99 and $39.99, I don't know how you just don't line up to buy this. Like, this is absurd good, especially for me and all the rest of us old fogies who want you to get off our yard because we need to play D&D. Anyway, great cards. I love what they picked. I love how they did the art. Hallelujah. They finally are starting to get it. The nostalgia works, and they just need to do nostalgia. So, with that said, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you this weekend for the giveaway. Figure out how to get in it. Till next time, be kind. And as always, I hope to see you across from the game table. Maybe playing some D&D. Man, it's bringing back the urge. Got the itch.